So this is the Rosetta star projector and this is the Cayclay Astronaut star projector. So I want to do a quick comparison of both of them and let you know which one I like best. So starting with the Rosetta Galaxy projector, it's going to have a smaller box and it's going to come with the projector, a remote, and a USB-C cable. So starting with the projector itself, there's going to be 4 buttons over here. The one all the way to my left is going to be power on. This one's going to go ahead and turn on the stars or the aurora lights, volume down, volume up. And on the side, we're going to have a USB-C port. And at the bottom, we are going to have some grips just to prevent it basically from sliding on the floor or on a table, wherever you put it. And then right here is going to be the speaker, which you're going to go ahead and either connect your phone with Bluetooth for some music or the sound effects it already comes with. Now at the top, we're going to have these 2 sections. So right here, this is going to be for the stars, and then this is going to be for the aurora lights. So here's the Cayclay projector box, and of course it is going to be bigger than the Rosetta Galaxy projector, as you can see here. And this one comes with the Astronaut projector, the remote control, which is a lot bigger, and the USB-C cable. Now keep in mind, they do come in different colors, so of course the remotes are also going to be different colors depending on what you get. And one thing I really like about the Astronaut projector as opposed to the Rosetta one is just going to be that it's a lot more nicer looking. Like this is shaped like an astronaut, and it's not only there for looks, but you can also go ahead and control it just because its head is going to be attached magnetically, so you can go ahead and move it. And that's one thing I do like about it, so you can go ahead and, project on the ceiling, project on the wall, or just go ahead and angle it, at whatever angle you want. And on top of that, it also does have this here moon that goes ahead and lights up. Now taking a look at the back of the astronaut, on the backpack, we're going to have 4 different buttons. This one's going to turn it on and off. This one's going to turn on and off the lights, which are going to be the stars that come out of right over here. This one's going to go ahead and turn on and off the moon right here. And this one's going to turn on and off the galaxy portion of the lights, which are right over here on the helmet itself. Now when it comes to powering both these projectors on, it's going to be fairly easy and it's going to be the same process throughout. I just have to go ahead and connect the USB-C cable to the backpack over here for the Cayclay and the USB-C cable over here for the Rosetta. And I have a portable power bank that I'll go ahead and attach both cables over here to give it power. And then turn it on. And of course I can go ahead and turn them off with the power buttons here. And so of course before testing these out, I do want to go ahead and make sure they're facing the same direction. So I am going to go ahead and move the astronaut head upwards so this way it projects to the ceiling. And I don't have to do anything with the Rosetta projector because it already goes ahead and shoots to the ceiling. So what you're seeing right now are going to be both projectors in the green light mode. So their nebulas are going to be green and their stars are going to be on. Now one thing to note on both of these is that you can turn the stars on and off, but you can't change the color of the stars. You can only change the color of the nebula. So right now we're just going to go over the Rosetta real quick, so I'll go ahead and turn off the Cayclay Astronaut and here. So everything you see right now is going to be for the Rosetta Galaxy projector, and the nebula is currently on, and I'll go ahead and actually turn on the stars, and there you go. So now you can go ahead and see it, and it's beautiful. And one thing that's different about the Rosetta over the Astronaut is the fact that you can go ahead and mix the colors manually. So right now we only have green for the nebula that's on, but we can go ahead and mix some red. So now we have green, red, and then we can have green, red, and blue. But one thing to note is that you can only mix 3 at a time. So whenever I press the 4th one, which is going to be white, the original one is going to be taken off, so which would have been green. So right now we can only see red, blue, and white. And if I go ahead and put green, the one originally would have been taken off, which would have been red, so now it's going to be blue, white, and green. And then if I do it again for red, this time blue is going to be taken off, as you can see here. And if we want to turn the nebula off, we just press this button and it turns off. And now only the stars are on, but I'll go ahead and turn the nebula back on. We can also control the brightness over here, so right now it's at its brightest setting. It's dim, dimmer, and even dimmer, so there's going to be 4 settings, and I'll go back to brightness. And same thing goes for speed of the nebula moving. So right now, it's at its fastest setting, slightly slower, and then freezes. So there's going to be 4 settings. So freezing, slow, fast, fastest. We can also set a timer for 1 hour and 2 hours. So when I press 1 hour, it goes ahead and changes color and it does this noise. And when I press 2 hours, it changes color and does this noise. And we can also go ahead and connect our phone with Bluetooth. So when I press the button,
Bluetooth mode.
I can go on my phone and connect to Bluetooth and switch songs. But if I want to use the integrated sounds it already has, I can just press it and they're going to start playing. And then I can go ahead and switch between them with these buttons or go ahead and pause and play here. So here you go.
Music mode.
Now time for the Cayclay Astronaut projector. So for starters, the moon's going to be on, it's going to be hot pink, and there's no way to turn it off, but I can go ahead and switch different colors with this button at the bottom here. So before messing with the nebula lights, we can go ahead and mess with the stars. So right now they're going to be on and they're going to be fading on and off, and I can't go ahead and control any of that. But what I can control is if I want the stars off, and it's going to be with this button. So just like that, the stars are permanently off, and now only the nebula, the galaxy part, is just spinning around. And if I want them back on, I can go ahead and turn it on, and it's going to slowly start to fade in as you see here. And if I only want the stars on, I can go ahead and just turn off the nebula just with this button here. And there, now we have a nice starry night. And of course, it's going to go ahead and slowly fade in and fade out as well. Now when it comes to the aurora lights, we can go ahead and switch them, but only one color at a time with these three options. So right now, blue is on, and I can just have it to only green, or I can have it to only red. But there's also going to be these two buttons for customization. So if I press this button up top, this one's just going to go ahead and slowly start to automatically fade into all different color combinations, as you see here. And if I want one color combination on, I can just press the flash button, and it goes ahead and just keeps this color forever. So this is going to be green and red, there's going to be red and blue, green and blue, all three colors, and then green and red again, and it kind of just goes ahead and repeats that pattern. Now, just like the Rosetta projector, we can go ahead and control the speed and the brightness of the nebula. So right now it's going to be the brightest it can get, and when I press it again, it's going to be the dimmest, medium, and then back to bright. So there's only going to be 3 settings. And now as for speed, there's going to be 4 different settings. So right now it's rotating as fast as it can, and when I press it, it goes ahead and stops, it freezes completely, and then it goes slow, medium, and then back to as fast as it can. Now, just like the Rosetta projector, we also do have an option for a 1 hour and 2 hour timer. So when I press 1 hour, here's what it does. When I press 2 hours, here's what it does. But of course, there's no sound like the Rosetta, but what it does have is going to be a cancel button. So if I accidentally pressed the timer, I can go ahead and cancel it with the X button, just like that. And then when done using it, I can just go ahead and turn it off. So hopefully this helped you choose the right projector, but either way, you can't go wrong with either one of them, whether it be for yourself or a gift for somebody.